Okay, so why don't we now look to render this shelving unit, and then let's make a drawing. So what I'd like you to do now is save it. Design 4 is fine. File, new, album. Let me move me out of the way. Okay, and hit OK. Now, that will, in a second, if we were to image, new image, design 4 is open, hit OK. Right, it's there. Okay. If we now open up images and go to materials, oops, we now have some choices. Okay, these are all the materials that we have. Now, I think on our school system, we actually do have some different materials. Now, I've just dragged wood onto there and nothing seems to have happened. So I've got to come up here and just hit the green light, the traffic light. And now that's going to add a render. Okay. It's quite a bad render, I'll be honest. So what we can do is change the image properties. Effects, background, plane, studio. Let's change lighting to room lighting and hit OK and hit refresh. Okay, and then what I want to do is, did I change that image to presentation? No. So let's add a varnished wood instead, and then let's see what that looks like. There we go, that's better. Alright, so kind of that's basically how we produce a rendered drawing. Clearly you can drag and drop anything onto this. Oops, drag and drop anything, any of these materials. That's ceramic, that's not great. Let's see, plastic injected, polythene. Add some metal effects. Ooh, machine steel, that's gonna look cool. There we go, very posh. Okay, so image properties, design configuration. Let's change that room lighting to day lighting, and we'll drop that to wide angle. There we go, that seems to be a bit better. Now, if we hit the space bar, oops, space bar, we can actually look to do different views. And then that you can actually see the shadow. I think what was happening before was we were having the shadow was right on it. Alright, so let's have a look at trying to do, let's get our wood one back on. Let's move wood, plane, varnish. There we go. But let's say you wanted to have different areas, different colours, because you're going to varnish it or paint it differently. Now there's a bit of a trick to this one. There is a plastic section. Now if we drag plastic onto this, let's try that again. We can, I think, double click plastic. Let's just see if that works. No, there is a way of changing the colour of it. But there we go. So materials properties for plastic, set colour. Let's go red. Hit OK, and then hit render again. Brilliant. Now we should be able to adjust different colours to different parts of it. So if we have, I'll come up here to our select face tool. We can click on this and just select the front. Now can we? Okay, let's try that. Can we just now change the front of that? I don't know, let's try. Yes, we can. That's quite cool, isn't it? So look, because we've selected that button there, the Select Faces tool, when it goes that turquoise colour, we can just highlight it, or just hold it down, roll over the ink, and you can actually see it highlights different bits. But I quite like the, let's try that wood varnish one. Let's see what that looks like. Okay, oh, there we go, brilliant. I quite like it. I think that kind of works. Hit the space bar. Let's see if we can get a better view. Alright, let's see what that looks like. Okay, so that's a really basic way of rendering our shelving unit by dragging it into albums.